Hey there, welcome to the Daily Collective. I am excited to tap into your energy. Thanks for clicking on this video. From that, I have already tapped into your energy. My point and goal is to help you stay on course and on track for your greater good. So, from this reading, look forward to a couple exciting things in which I perform during my readings. That first includes a kind of mixtape to this energy. I have provided some songs just below. They are energetically linked to this reading, so if you want more, definitely see if you get more from those songs, as well as charm casting towards the end of this reading. So from that being said, I'm excited and I hope you are too. Thank you for clicking on this video. It has helped support my channel and I appreciate that. Let's get into your reading. All right. Oh, that's a powerful statement there, song. I don't know if I've ever heard this. I'll see. But it's called Into Nirvana by Maverick. Sabre? We'll see what we get from it. All right, so in this reading, I can tell you what I've already picked up on. It looks like something, the buildup, something happened in the past. I'm talking in the autumn time. When the leaves were falling, something started falling apart, and from this, I feel like it's almost hit its complete cycle. There is some type of realization back, like I said, in the autumn time, and the conclusion, essentially, that's being brought to my attention is this control energy. You feel like you've been controlled, or you haven't been able to do much. It's been, I mean, you've had a good time doing it. I mean, this control energy hasn't been exactly, I mean, you've enjoyed it. But ultimately, there's something that you're releasing, you're surrendering. There's something bigger, and you want to start building towards this. And this is definitely tied in with your emotions, your heart, and love. Ultimately, it looks like you are ready to kind of purge, and from this, start building towards a new structure, forming a new solid foundation. That's the point and goal. Ultimately, in your energy, something's happening quick, and ultimately, it looks like you're going to have to make a quick decision. So let's get more. If this sounds like you're reading, definitely continue listening. So far, that's who I'm tapping into. I'm going to take a look at both sides of your situation, your energy, and the energy that you're dealing with. If you're familiar with my daily collective readings, this is a little different. So I would definitely be open to hearing your feedback, what you think about the structure of this reading. This is ultimately trying to find the best way that works for you guys. So let me know. In the past, you got the 8 of Wands. In the present, you have the 9 of Swords. And in your future, how this situation for you is going to end up, the outcome in your energy, is the 4 of Cups. Okay. Hermit, 2 of Cups. Okay, so let's take a look at the energy involved. This is your situation you're dealing with. You mark it. I'm going to speak in a general sense, so you kind of apply the details, I guess, or the facts. Here we go. Okay. The other energy, past, present, and future. What is this energy? A choice in love. I knew there was some type of emotional situation wrapped around love. Okay, so that's the past. It looks like in the past, either this person has made a choice. Yeah, this person's made a choice. This is maybe where they are surrendering. They're surrendering to this choice and looking towards building a new foundation, building a new, yeah. The world, wow. So their current energy is the world. And what is this energy moving into in the future? What's the outcome for this side? It's like this person's amped up. They're overcoming their fears, and they're ultimately making a choice, or they are, wow, bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. They're seeing the bigger picture, and they're unblinding themselves, hopefully. I'll get more into it. I am next moving to the common energy between this. So since this is a romantic situation, definitely. I'll move into the romantic oracle to see if I can get a common energy between the two. And this situation. This is ultimately, I believe, what needs to be prioritized. What's important at this point between the two energies in your situation. You are looking towards making a partnership, and this other energy is looking towards really making a commitment and growing together. This is worth waiting for, and express your love. This is what's going on. All right. A little bit of, it's important to keep an open mind in this situation. Also, from Spirit specifically, do not take your past and taint this energy. Don't, something about the past needs to be not brought into this current situation, into rebuilding this situation. Okay, so your energy, you... I feel like you've been ready to surrender. You feel a bit held back, or you feel like you're limited. You don't feel like you can express yourself or do anything. Your hands are kind of tied behind your back, and because of this, you're starting to see funky colors. You're starting to go a bit crazy, or you at least feel like you're going crazy. You're kind of consumed by your passions and your thoughts around this passion and trying to get somewhere, but your physical body isn't doing anything. You're not able to take action towards this. And this is the stir crazy energy that you've dealt with in the past leading up to this situation. But ultimately what you're getting from the past, what you're learning from the past, and what you are concluding, and what's helped you move on to your current situation is, it's almost like you have been sitting on some type of expression. You've been trying to grow. You've been trying to go somewhere and do something. And ultimately you feel like you're not able, like you've been held back. So ultimately this is because you are being delayed. There's something unstable. There's something unstable about your situation. Because of this is why you feel unfocused and your energy is kind of being depleted. You feel essentially burnt out, like you are not being able to put what you want to express out there. That's why you're in the sideways. So you do have an expression. You do have, you've already made your decision. That's your energy. That's period. You made that decision in the past. Moving on to what you're dealing with right now. Your energy is, you're so unstable when it comes to kind of you're not able to flow. You're stuck. You're consumed, and this is 99% in thought. You're stuck in this wheel of this cycle of thought, this thought pattern that you can't get out of. Ultimately, because of this, it looks like your current situation, you're not able to see what's going on around you because you're kept back. You're kept in this low vibration, and you can't pick up on the higher vibration, where it is that you're going or where it is that you're meant for, because it looks like you're not able to express yourself. So you're kind of being held back and sitting back. But ultimately, your energy is prioritizing this partnership and this connection. And you ultimately know deep down inside in your soul that this is ultimately what you want to surrender into and kind of release into. And ultimately relinquish any type of control that you've had. You've given up. You're not taking the lead. You're not doing anything. You just know when it's time, it's gonna happen. When it's meant to flow in your direction, it will flow. This partnership is meant for you, and you're willing to wait. Talk about patience, whoever you are that clicked on this video, but you and your patience, you know that this is worth waiting for, and you know that there is divine timing at play, and you are willing to work on this because ultimately this is purity, and that is your goal. It looks like what's important as well in this energy is to express, and we'll see at some point where this is coming in. The expression is definitely not coming from you. Let's take a look at your situation with this other individual or other energy. It looks like from their past, they have made a decision, or they've been working on making this decision, ultimately on what it is that they want to give into. They are met with a potential partner. They are met with kind of the Eden, like they are brought to, they have everything that they need, this energy. Ultimately, this energy is focused on you, but you are ultimately waiting for this final decision, judgment. You're waiting for this final decision to be made, and ultimately this foundation where you guys are meant to go and ultimately build off of and eventually get to is the thing in question. Ultimately, this is the thing that this energy is dealing with. They're questioning the foundation. They're questioning where this is going and what happens if they put into this. This is this decision-making energy. It looks like either they're still making this decision, and this is the wheel and why it possibly has come out in the reverse. In their current situation, overcoming something is important. Let me take a look. So it looks like this energy that you're dealing with is extremely experienced, mature, and know exactly what they want. I am not kidding. They are so experienced and have been there. They've been back. They've experienced. They've learned. This is the part that makes it hard, is ultimately this decision in itself. It's almost like they already know what they have, and if they were to put into this, they would be able to flow. But the question is, can they surrender? Can they surrender the past? It looks like the past could have a bit of reins or control over them still. This is ultimately why they need to find closure. They're working on trying to find closure. Ultimately, their goal and desire is to follow through with what they want and stay focused. But there's something about needing closure. There's something that needs to be complete and finished. And that is ultimately what they're trying to work on right now. Currently, this is delaying the energy. Right now, in the now, there's a delay you're living in. If you felt like something was coming, I'm telling you, there's some type of delay. This is an unmet dream currently, but it doesn't mean that this energy isn't currently, I mean, it's planning to accept their situation and kind of find completion. They're trying to find joy and happiness and achieve where they're meant to go, and ultimately find this 10 of Pentacles. This is long time commitment, family, forever, like literally family tree. So In the future, it looks like this energy is having a hard time expressing their love or expressing themselves, speaking, um, unchaining themselves, and trying to make sense of themselves, and finding their voice. So this is ultimately what's building up right now. In the future, for this energy, what you have to look forward to, or what this energy has to look forward to in this situation, is ultimately breaking free and finally seeing. And from this moment, this energy will be able to purge. It looks like in the future, in what matters between the two of you, this stalemate energy, this crossroad, this is a hard decision, and I can tell you this energy is taking it seriously, and that means something. This energy knows if they don't come to you correct and straight and knowing exactly what they want, zero insecurities about their heart and their desires for you, they know that ultimately this is going to kind of, it's not going to work. So ultimately what I'm saying is that's hold on. That's where this energy is going, is this final decision is ultimately looking at the opportunity and opening themselves up to the ideas and trying to be optimistic, ultimately leading them towards this truth. It looks like it's going to be abrupt, it's going to be fast, it's going to be unexpected, but ultimately this choice will be made and this decision will be made, and it will finally unblind anything that's dark, anything that's been kept back, or anything that you haven't been able to see clearly. I'm telling you the truth, and all of that is going to be set free as soon as this Two of Swords in the future for this energy finally makes this difficult choice and kind of goes toward, even, it's like the unknown. That's the scary part. They're overcoming their fears. They're moving towards the light, and they are essentially meant to express themselves. And that is currently this energy is living around this expression, going ahead and making this romantic gesture. So that's what I get from the cards. Charms. Okay, thank you for liking this video, guys. It really does help support my channel, and I appreciate that. Peace needs to be made. Ultimately, that's the biggest energy. Peace. It looks like ultimately peace in this situation, as soon as that aspect is put out into the ether and peace is made, it looks like finally you will be able to kind of expose the tea, have this conversation that has been lingering and meant to be had. And ultimately, this is opening you up. It's kind of invigorating your situation and kind of exposing what you can kind of give into this. It will kind of expose what you're meant to do next. So if you've been wondering what to do next, I can tell you, as soon as you put peace into this and plant that peaceful energy, I can tell you there will be some form of expression. Ultimately unlocking, it looks like you already are the key, you are the answer, you are ultimately unlocking the situation. It's so tight knit in this energy, it's all kind of consumed. So the peace that's made, the conversation, and the kind of tea that's exposed, the drama or the clarity that's required, ultimately is helping find this situation and unlock it. It looks like ultimately, again, there's something that it needs to grow. It's waiting to be grown. It needs to be planted. And something about this current environment, this current situation, what you are dealing with right now. It's like the soil is finally ready to accept this seed so it can grow. It's like the ground has been frozen through the season and the seed could never get planted. The ground is finally warmed up enough to accept the seed, and it looks like the seed itself needs to be planted. It looks like loyalty, trust, and partnership is extremely important in this energy, and ultimately you have to focus on that. Okay, that's all I see. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the Daily Collective. If you want to see me in the future, I do zodiac readings, pick a card readings, and that's it. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.